We are going to be talking about main idea of a story. So when I ask, what's the main idea of a story? What am I asking for? Owen?
What the story is all about.
Right, the main idea or the most important idea about the story. Good. So here, I have a quick little chart to help us review what a main idea here is. So we have main idea vocab, the topic. The topic is one or two words about what the whole text or story is about. So like when you guys are writing your animal research projects, what's the topic of your animal research project, Owen?
I have to do the research.
Careful. So the topic would be what kind of animal you're writing about, correct? Right. So the topic for your animal research project is your animal. So next we have the main idea. It's the most important point or thought about the topic. So when we're talking about your animal research project, what would be the main idea of your animal research projects? Lily, what do you think?
I'm writing facts about your animal.
So, yep, or it could be telling people what is special about your animal. Good. So then down here we have supporting details. They are facts, examples, or details that support and help to describe what the main idea is. So that would be, Lily, all the research, all the facts and examples that you're telling readers. So, about main idea and details some more, we are going to listen to a story about a little mouse, and her name is Chrysanthemum.
I don't even say that.
Have you ever heard of Chrysanthemum before?
No.
Does anyone know what a chrysanthemum is?
Chrysanthemum. Yes, I do. Yes, I know what a chrysanthemum is. Hey, look, right here, look, now it's coming back.
Alright, so here we go. Now look at the cover. What's on the cover? So we have chrysanthemum.
It's a flower.
So what do we think a chrysanthemum is? It's a flower. Very good. A chrysanthemum is a type of flower. And so we're going to be reading about a little mouse. What do you think the little mouse's name is? Oliver? Chrysanthemum. Yep, you're right. So the little mouse's name is Chrysanthemum.
Are those bananas?
Here we go.
Yeah, look at
So do you think the mouse likes having the name Chrysanthemum? You do? Sarah's saying no. Why do you think not?
I heard of one of the books and everybody was laughing at her name and she didn't like it.
Oh, so you heard this story before.
Yeah, I
So you
heard
think-
it too.
So you think Chrysanthemum doesn't like her name because it's long, right? It's unique. All right, so let's find out. Let's see if she likes her name or if she doesn't
Let's
like
see,
her
you might
name.
have to plug in a speakers.
Are those bananas?
Oh, you got it, okay.
The day she was born was the happiest day in her parents' lives. She's perfect, said her mother. Absolutely, said her father. And she was. She was absolutely perfect.
We need all of
Let
them.
me find a different video. This one's kind of.
What?
Chrysanthemum by Kevin Hanks. Green Little Books. The day she was born was the happiest day.
One second, guys. I want to get a video that's loud enough for you guys to hear.
think you're okay. I think those are loud enough. Those are good.
Welcome to Storybook Nanny. Subscribe for more books read aloud. Chrysanthemum by Kevin Hankins. The day she was born was the happiest day in her parents' lives. She's perfect, said her mother. Absolutely, said her father. And she was. She was absolutely perfect. Her name must be everything she is, said her mother. Her name must be absolutely perfect, said her father. And it was. Chrysanthemum. Her parents named her Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum grew and grew and grew. And when she was old enough to appreciate it, Chrysanthemum loved her name. She loved the way it sounded when her mother woke her up. She loved the way it sounded when her father called her for dinner. And she loved the way it sounded when she whispered it to herself in the bathroom mirror. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum loved the way her name looked when it was written with ink on an envelope. She loved the way it looked when it was written with icing on her birthday cake. And she loved the way it looked when she wrote it herself with her fat orange crayon. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum.
So does she like her name right now?
Chrysanthemum thought her name was
Why do you think she
absolutely
likes her name? What details tells us that she likes her name? Abby?
She said she loved the sound.
Good, she said she loved the sound of it. What else? What's another detail that we can pick out from the story that lets us know why she loves her name? Hudson?
Because it was unique.
Because it was unique? Yeah, right. And what does that picture look like? She likes how, what, Parker?
It was written on her birthday.
Good, she likes how it was written on her birthday cake. And then if we look here, she likes how it's written on an envelope. So those are some key details in this part of the story as to why she loves her name.
Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum thought her name was absolutely perfect. And then she started school. On the first day, Chrysanthemum wore her sunniest dress and her brightest smile. She ran all the way. Hooray! Said Chrysanthemum. School! But when Mrs. Chudd took roll call, everyone giggled at Chrysanthemum's name. It's so long, said Joe. It scarcely fits on your name tag, said Rita, pointing. I'm named after my grandmother, said Victoria. You're named after a flower. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. The rest of the day was not much better. During nap time, Victoria raised her hand and informed Mrs. Chudd that Chrysanthemum's name was spelled with 13 letters. That's exactly half as many letters as there are in the entire alphabet, Victoria explained. Thank you for sharing that with us, Victoria, said Mrs. Chudd. Now, put your head down. If I had a name like yours, I'd change it, Victoria said as the students lined up to go home. I wish I could, thought Chrysanthemum miserably. Welcome home, said her mother. Welcome home, said her father. School is no place for me, said Chrysanthemum. My name is too long. It scarcely fits on my name tag, and I'm named after a flower. Oh pish, said her mother. Your name is beautiful, and precious, and priceless, and fascinating, and winsome, said her father.